Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to make a large get well soon arrangement. So I chose this container. It's actually a glass pitcher. We have these for Mother's Day, but I love the fact that we're arranging flowers in something that can be used at home. And so this is just a clear glass pitcher. And we are going to make a large showy arrangement. I'm going to start out with a little bit of lemon leaf or salal. And I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to cut that greenery at an angle, and we're just going to nestle it right down into the base. Now you want to always be careful. We try not to get our foliage to fall below that water line. So when you're adding your foliage into your container, do your best not to let the greenery fall in the water. What happens is that greenery causes, or it aids the growth of bacteria in the water, which causes the flowers to not live as long. So I'm taking my floral knife and I'm cutting my stems at an angle and just tucking them right down in to that vase or that container. Now anytime I am out and about, and I love to thrift, I don't know about you guys, but I love to go to thrift stores and to antique shops, and I love to find things that maybe are not meant to hold flowers, but will hold water, so therefore they'll hold flowers. I love to make an arrangement in a container that's not necessarily meant for flowers, especially when you're giving it as a gift, so that it can be a used container, a usable container at home. Because most often, what in the world do you do with a glass vase when you get it? You take it to the thrift store when you're finished, because most people have thousands of vases. Okay, so there is our lemon leaf. I'm going to set my extra to the side over here, so just in case I need more. Next, I'm going to come in with, this is parvifolia. I always mispronounce it, so y'all forgive me. I'm going to take and strip off these bottom leaves. Now we have a few corsages and boutonnieres that we're going to do this weekend. I'm going to drop this in a little bag, add a little water, and tuck that in the cooler, because this is wonderful for flowers to wear. So I'm taking that and stripping off the bottom leaves, and I'm going to cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to tuck that right down into my arrangement. It's kind of giving us a little bit of height. I love eucalyptus, and I love all the varieties, but this variety is one of my favorites just because it's kind of a delicate leaf. I do like seeded eucalyptus, but this parvifolia is so pretty, and I always mispronounce it, so y'all forgive me. All right. Next, we're going to come in with our line flower. I usually like to start with my line flower. Our line flower gives us height. So I've got blue delphinium, pretty blue delphinium. Now, it's really tight. It has just come in, but the wonderful part about it is when it's tight buds, it means that it's going to open up and you get to enjoy it longer. So I'm going to take my first stem, and that's going to show us where our height is, our tallest point. And then I have 3 other stems. I'm going to strip off some of these bottom buds, cut that stem at an angle. All right, so there is our blue delphinium. Next, we're going to come in with some purple stock. So this is kind of a lavender, a really pretty lavender stock. And stock smells so pretty. So anytime you're using stock, you'll notice it has a beautiful fragrance. And it comes in lots of colors. It's one of my favorites. I just really like it as a line flower. And so here at our shop, you'll see us use it a lot. Okay, there's our lavender stalk tucked in. Next, I'm going to come in with my white hydrangeas. So I have some large white hydrangeas. Now here at our shop, I like white hydrangeas, and let me tell you the reason. Because I can tint a white hydrangea any color I need it to be. So if I need it pink, I've got pink floral paint back there. We can paint it pink, we can paint it blue, we can paint it green. Really, we can paint it any color that we need to make it work. So that's the reason I like white. Honestly, they're a little less expensive than the colored hydrangeas. So we actually have a standing order. We get white hydrangeas every single week. So I'm removing the leaves. Now I'm cutting that stem at an angle and I'm tucking it right into the water. So there's our white hydrangeas all the way around. Next, we're going to come in with, let's see, I have got some sunflowers, some happy, small little sunflowers. And so we're going to tuck some sunflowers in. Now, to me, sunflowers just radiate happiness. They're bright yellow and just such a happy flower. So I love sunflowers. We often use Gerbera daisies too, but look how happy these sunflowers make this arrangement. And I'm going to put my third stem kind of back here on the back so it's pretty all the way around. Next, I'm going to come in with some beautiful pink Floyd roses. So I've got these hot pink roses. And there is something about that pop of hot pink that's so pretty to me. So the one thing that they wanted for this arrangement is happy. Happy, bright, pretty colors. And so I thought that this hot pink and that bright yellow with the sunflowers certainly screamed happiness. So I'm going to take, and I pulled off all the thorns with my knife. I'm going to take a small piece of florist wire. I'm poking it in that calyx right up underneath the head of that rose, and I'm just twisting it right around that stem. I'm going to take that rose, and I usually measure right here off of the countertop. So I'll take it and kind of figure out where I want it in the arrangement, and then I'll measure it to that countertop, cut that, and push it right into that arrangement. I'm going to take a second one. I think I want him kind of higher in the arrangement, so I'm going to take him. I'm just going to cut a little bit off that stem. Him right down into that arrangement. And I'm just kind of working all the way through. I want these roses all the way through this arrangement. All right, there's our pretty pink roses. Next, we're going to come in with some Veronica. So Veronica, they have very pointy flowers. Veronica comes in lots of colors, pinks and purples and whites. Just really, really pretty, fun. I would almost call them a little bit of a filler because it's not really a lime flower because it's not as bold as lime flowers often are. But it's not really I don't know, but it's a fun little flower. It gives us some fun texture. It's really pretty. All right, so I am just going to add the last two stems of this Veronica to this arrangement. I like to have fun stems to kind of give us a little bit of a different texture, just kind of fun. And then the next filler we're going to use, I'm using lots of filler today just because I think it's pretty and happy. Some thistle, blue thistle. Now blue thistle has a really neat texture, kind of little star texture. So it's kind of fun and different. And they asked that this have lots of color, so I think this blue kind of gives us some pretty color. Okay, next we're going to come in with a little bit of Solidago. Some pretty yellow Solidago. Solidago is, of course, another filler. But you know me, I tend to love some bright yellow. I think the yellow makes everything happier. All right, there's our yellow Solidago. I don't love where this one little hydrangea is, so I'm going to move him a little bit. Okay, and then a little bit of pink wax. And we are going to call this arrangement pretty. Now the flowers that we chose in the greenery, we added, the first foliage that we used was called Lemon Leaf Salao. And then I used a little Parvifolia eucalyptus, which is so fun and pretty, except I can't say it, and that's not fun. Then we used some blue delphinium as a line flower, some purple or lavender colored stock, which smells so lovely. I used white hydrangeas, sunflowers, happy yellow sunflowers. Those are called Vincent sunflowers. We used pink Floyd roses. Those bright pink roses are pink Floyds. Blue thistle, purple veronica, pink wax, and some Solidago. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions about how we do things here at Flowers by the Bunch, please ask. You know, we're so happy to answer. If you do me a great big favor, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Like this video so that others can see it. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Have a great day.